Hi, I'm Travis, and this is Handcrafted Overlanding. Today, Damien is sick and tired of plowing snow with the front end of his truck, so we're gonna, which is flat. So we're gonna build. What is it called again? I'm just gonna call it a louver for the
bash plate.
A bash plate. So we're gonna build a bash plate for him. Also, his bumper's sagging a little bit on one side, so we're gonna fix that. And would you care to show us this week?
Where? Oh yeah. And there's an annoying squeak.
And this time it is not me. Yeah, so we're gonna find that and hit it with some lube. You never have too much lube. All right, so let's go ahead and get all set up and let's. Yep, we're gonna get to the bumper first.
I think it's fine.
I think it is too. I think that at the end of the day, nobody's gonna notice it.
Yeah, except for me.
Except for you.
But it's an 1/8 of an inch. I mean, come on. And that's we know it's an 1/8 of an inch. It's an 1/8 of an inch.
Yeah.
I think I'm fine with an 1/8 of an inch.
I agree.
It was a 1/4 inch. Now it's an 1/8 of an inch. So I'm good.
I guess the 1/8 does matter.
It does. Size matters. All right, so let's get some measurements and see how much of a distance we have. I think it was like 21 inches before. So we were going to make a triangle, right? From here, like a double triangle, right? From here up to here, bolted up underneath there.
And we were going to bring it down to about here-ish.
Okay. So from here, that's actually 19, so we can make a 21-inch piece so we have some room, because it's got to, then we're going to measure here. We're going to go down, what, 7 inches?
I think we're going to go down 7 inches.
Because we wanted it just about equal to that.
Right.
Okay, so 7-inch. So let's cut an 8-inch piece there. We can cut a little bit off, so we have plenty.
Right.
And then we'll make it same identical for there. The top piece is going to be about 20, so make that 21. So yeah, 2 8-inch, 2 21s for the top, and then we can bend the metal. How are we going to put these pieces down here? We want it to go like this or like that?
Like that. Hold on, let me grab the camera.
Why like that?
So you can access the bolts from outside.
Oh yeah.
So,
that'd be a good idea.
Because you're going to have that skid plate all the way underneath, that ram plate or whatever.
Yeah.
It'd be very hard. So, and then our other piece, just like that, we're going to find the proper angle.
Yeah, because I figure we'll drill some holes, bolt those on, because those should be standing right there.
Yep.
Then we can actually, even if since we have some extra room, we can actually cut a little piece out and have that flange go down like this.
If you think that we need to, I don't know if it's going to be necessary, because if we do some butt welding like that,
I mean, it could just be like that.
I mean, totally your call at that point. I just think that if we're cutting tabs, that might make it a little bit more of a challenge for the project.
Oh, I could totally do it. I could use that thing in the vise. You just cut straight down like that and then straight like that. Take like 30 seconds and just bend that down.
Totally your call, man. I mean, personally, I think that sort of weld is going to hold really well. The only thing that I would do is when I would go to make it is instead of the top angle piece sitting like this, I'd have it sitting down inside. So in the event of an impact, that force that translates up is going to make these less likely to slip. No, that's my opinion, of course. I could always be wrong.
Yeah, and, well, it's not like I don't have extra material to make another top brace. This is going to be bolted on, so it's not like I can't just unbolt that thing and redo it. Make another angle cut. So yeah, so let's see what size, let's see what we need to do there.
What size bolts do you want to use for that?
The ones that came with the truck. A little dapple, do you? Yeah, that one cut through perfect.
Nice.
All right. Let's bolt these suckers up.
All right.
We wanted them on the outside, right? Okay, yeah. It's like this, and I'm like, wait.
You know what I do when I was marking them? I'm like, You know, though, it's better to drill it too small and then go step up than drill it too big.
This is true.
Guess which way I normally go?
Too small.
Too big. Throw the part out, go back and...
There we go.
Put some... Why don't you just drip it a little bit in the flute?
Oh yeah, huh. Could just do that.
Once again for the second time.
I see that's probably about as close as we're gonna get.
Yep,
So that's not bad.
I agree. I placed that up there.
I think we got a guesstimate on this. Well, let's do like this. Here. Now we know pretty much right where to not cut this tab off, but to cut this flat piece off.
Yeah,
And then it's gonna be bent up a little bit.
right.
So what I was thinking of doing is, we'll do it on the outside here.
What's that?
Bend this up and make sure the angle's right on the outside here. And it'll be way less to figure it out back here.
I agree with that.
And we'll just make it down a little bit more. We'll make the bend down this thick, which is
3/8?
no.
It's bigger than a quarter.
No, this isn't a quarter. This is smaller than a quarter.
Is it?
Yeah, all this bumper stuff is. This is 1/8 of an inch. This is 3/16, I
Okay.
believe, which is just less than a 1/4 inch. So
5/16 of an inch, if memory serves.
yeah, I think it is 5/16. Where's that marker we had?
That's a great question. Let's go find it.
Other side.
Take off a little bit more. We'll get that bent
Just a
up.
little off the top, please, sir.
That's not gonna work. It'll work like this though.
There you go.
There you go.
Alright, we're gonna get that bent.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be long enough.
Yeah, let's just.
Tap, tap, tap.
probably about it.
All right, let's go fit it.
No, needs to be more.
A little bit more? Yep.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A lot bit more.
Okay.
All right, hold it.
Let's see. Too much.
Back it out a little bit.
Let's do this. That's one on the top of there. A little bit more. Almost. Oh, so close. It's pretty damn close, and it's going to go up on the inside. Oh, let's see. Just like that. Actually, it needs to be a little bit more. Forgot this has to go up on the inside. Let's do this. Let's see here.
Do you want to put the vertical piece on?
No. Oh, it needs. Oh, there we go. Now I can actually see it. Okay, so that needs to go like that. Okay, that definitely needs to be flattened out because I can see it. It's also in the wrong spot too. Okay, so. Okay. That needs to be flattened more. Oh, that is so close. A little bit more. That is so damn close.
Just give it a tip. All right.
I think that's got it. You know what? That's close enough for government work.
All right.
That's way close enough. Okay. That's just about the angle. There. All right, so that's for this side.
Yep.
Ooh, now grind this up, clean this up. We'll bolt it back on there. Then I can use a clamp on this part to clamp it there, and then I just put a couple of tacks.
That's a great idea.
All right.
Get this thing will stay on because I need a freaking haircut. You also notice how the power is going to go through here, and it's away from the truck.
Yeah.
That one. Ah, shit.
What happened?
Oh, no, that might be okay.
So let's not take it off yet.
No.
Let's keep those in position. Let's mark out for our third leg.
Hold on. I gotta do another one.
All right.
There we go, that got it.
Nice.
Oh, that's gonna be interesting.
What's that?
How much is that?
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Just working on
Hold
mine.
on. I want it to be right there.
All right, we're gonna mark that right here. We come up here and we're gonna mark up here.
Perfect.
All right.
All right, now let's see if we can take this thing.
it up and squeeze it.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Alright, tip measure.
Yep, from the bottom. 22.
22 on the freaking nose.
Yep. Awesome. Alright.
Hey, what do you feel there?
22 inch. This, right?
Yep.
And actually, I don't think it needs any trimming. I think that's perfect right there. I mean, seriously. I mean, who cares about the top part on there? I mean, I can do it later, but what do you think?
Top part.
Well, this little pointy part right here. I don't care about that. What do you think?
I got a little bit of pointy part back there. We can trim that up, but yeah.
Yeah. I could totally spot weld.
The only thing that I would do real quick is I'd probably maybe take a little bit off that and take a little bit off that, so this will sit tighter up in there. Just grab the angle grinder.
Hold on. Let me look at it on this side. This side's perfect.
All right.
Here, I can't. Here, hold this right here for a second.
All right.
I just want to see over here. Oh, dude, that's butter.
Is it?
That is total butter. It is sitting completely, pop it off.
Right.
It is sitting flush right here and right on there. It is totally flush on there.
Nice.
That's perfect.
All right, so let's get this in place.
More clamps.
And then we'll tack weld it in place.
Yeah. I'm tempted to just take a hair cutting thing and just, because I have a hair thing with an attachment, just do a.
I'm sure Indy would love it if I let you do that.
Yeah. Let's see if I can. Alright, little tack weld.
Should you turn it on first?
Oh, yeah. There you go. Go through there. That's a good tackle.
All right.
That's a little one here. Now let's see if I can get one in there. A little bit far away. Eek. Well, no, hold on. I got it. I can put one right there. Yes, I'm melting my clamp. I am so glad it just missed that.
That made me jump.
Yeah.
You all saw it. I jumped.
I think it's good. I think it's good enough. If not, I can put it right back to where it's supposed to be. And yes, I melted my clamp.
Details.
They're tacked together. This is exactly how it's going to be.
Yeah, they're just having to be upside down.
Yeah.
You'll end up drilling some
Like
holes
that.
into the bumper and to
Yeah.
these. So the nice thing about this design, what I really like about it is, if you unbolt the front ones and then you unbolt the rear ones, they just literally pivot right out.
Yep.
That's going to be so nice and easy.
But the trick is, how do you do the braces? Because normally on the off-road like rally bumpers that these guys make, because they just do it for fun, they have the braces like this because it'll impact like this, but it'll glance off. That's how they have it on the sheet. Because imagine this wood is the sheet.
Yeah.
You know, this is where everything's gonna be hitting, and this is the back side of it. They have them like this, and they just do a few welds down the side.
Right. So you could do that for the sheet to help strengthen the sheet, and then have that removable via bolts here and here, so you could drop the whole plate sheet and then have these two ribs on the back to support it.
Well, the ribs are they actually weld the ribs to the sheet.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
I think like a box frame or something for it. For the sheet. Like if that's the sheet metal.
Well,
Here, grab some of that stuff. Yeah, you can do this thing. I got this stuff too.
Yeah.
So imagine that's the same angle.
Right.
There'll be a couple of them in there. we can make a piece to go like that, and then another piece to go right there. Make like a box that's bolts to it.
Probably something along those lines like that.
We can just do that. We can just do that. Like that.
Kind of. Well, remember this is up against the back of the truck, so
Yeah.
that end would be kind of tilted in. Or
Well, I would just move it up.
yeah.
But usually what they do is they'll have these bars going like this and not like this.
You know what I would do, and this is just me, is if you are dead set on
I could
having,
rivet the damn thing.
you could, but I
literally.
was gonna say if you hold on, leave that there. If you're dead set to have these in here like this, what I would do was I would probably weld this to the frame here, and then this would literally just kind of slot in back when you bolt it up on the sides. I mean, honestly, I think what would make better sense, in my opinion, is if we got rid of these completely that run the front to back, and just go with two like this, welded to these, and then the plate bolts to it. Because let's face it, you're probably not going to be hitting anything that's going to be denting an 1/8-inch steel plate.
No.
This is going to be for mud and snow.
Yeah.
So, and then the plate would bolt on the edge, and then it would. What you could do
Because
is
the plate right here, because the plate's going to connect to here, so I could
Right.
just actually. I'd almost rather just do some rivets.
you could do rivets.
Just stainless steel rivets, or even just bolts. I would just bolt the plate 3 places here, 3 places there, and
that's
the only thing I wouldn't like is because I need some way to connect the plate to this.
drill down through the middle.
Just like right here.
Yeah. Well, you'd
I
flip
could
it
drill
over.
it from the other side.
That's what I'm saying. But you would put a
Oh yeah, just
one,
and then just
one, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
and then bolt it all snug.
and the plate would just come off and on. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it wouldn't rattle, it wouldn't smack into things.
And I could drill it like from this side.
Yep, from the inside.
And just use like quarter-inch stainless steel, and that would be perfect. Bolts.
That's exactly what I would do.
And then just have 3 on this side, 3 on that.
And if you wanted to get super duper fancy,
Then I could just lift the whole thing up and put it in there.
well, yeah, exactly. So that's gonna keep everything rigid.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to be super duper fancy, what you could end up doing is instead of putting stainless steel nuts on the back end, because it's gonna be hard for you to try to reach your hand in there, just take some grade 5 or whatever and weld some nuts on the back. So you're literally.
Well, I could drill it through, and I could actually put the nut right there and do a couple of spot welds on it, and it would hold it right there on this side.
You could. I would.
The bolt would go all the way through, but it would just hold it there.
Well, then you have the. Then I feel like you would lose some of the advantage of having this angle iron in that V configuration.
Yeah.
But I would just weld the nuts on the back. Honestly, that's what I would do. It's a little bit more work. You would thread everything all together. You then tack weld the bolts in place and just leave it at that. That's what I would do personally.
Oh yeah. No. So you're put the bolt right here.
Yeah.
Like grind a little flat spot where you put the hole. Mm-hmm. Just put the nut right there and just.
Yeah.
You're done.
Exactly.
And it would have the benefit of not relying on the weld on this side to pull it through.
Exactly.
It would actually tighten it down.
Exactly.
Completely.
You'd have that clamping force. And the only thing those welds are doing is they're no longer holding your plate
all
up.
they're doing is just holding the nut there so you can screw it on easy.
Exactly. That's exactly
If they
what
fall off, you can just pop the whole thing down and weld another one on.
Dude, I'd be willing to bet, though, even with how this is all 1/8 inch, I would still be willing to bet that you could take on a couple rocks in this configuration.
Yeah.
And the best part is, here's the best part. We haven't done any work to the plate other than painting it and priming it, that sort of thing.
When all the plate will be is just square.
Exactly.
For this initial one, and then like I said, I could put side, because there's enough room, there's no other bolt areas, that I could put side ones on it later.
Right. But no, my point is instead of welding like ribs to support the plate on the back,
wouldn't need to.
Exactly. Not only will you not need to, if you slam that plate into something and you destroyed it, you literally unbolt the plate, knock this thing back into square, and then screw the next plate back on.
Yeah. Yeah. And if I'm never going to go rock crawling with this thing, but
No.
if I hit something that hard, then I can know, oh wait, I can actually put like another square plate right here, just angle it,
Yeah.
and just funk, weld, I'm done. Mm-hmm. Bolt.
and that isn't needed right now.
As needed. Yeah, I
Yeah.
could do that as needed, because the whole thing unbolts itself. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Exactly.
That would be freaking awesome.